They say the woods are haunted, that if you wander too deep, something ancient will find you. I never believed the old stories, not until the night the moon bled red and he stepped out of the darkness, the Alpha who would change my fate forever. Chapter 1. The girl who didn't believe Arya Greystone had always been restless. The village of Elder Hollow was surrounded by forests, thick, wild, and forbidden. The elders warned them, never go beyond the river. But Arya hated rules. She hated being trapped in a life that felt too small for the fire burning in her chest. At night, she'd sit by her window, gazing at the tree line, dreaming of a life full of adventure, love, and a freedom that made her heart race. She never imagined that freedom would come at such a cost. Chapter 2. The Blood Moon. It started on the night of the blood moon, a rare event when the sky bled crimson and the world held its breath. That night, Arya couldn't sleep. Something called to her, a whisper on the wind. Drawn by an invisible force, she slipped past the village gates and into the woods. She didn't get far. A shadow lunged from the darkness, massive, snarling, eyes glowing gold. It wasn't a wolf. It was bigger, wrong somehow. She screamed. Then, a blur of movement. Another creature collided with the first, knocking it aside. He stood there, backlit by the red moon, tall, broad-shouldered, with silver hair and eyes like storms. His voice was a growl, both terrifying and hypnotic. Kale, you're mine. Chapter 3. The Alpha's Claim. Arya tried to run, but Kale was faster. He caught her wrist, his touch sending a jolt of something electric through her veins. Not fear, something hotter, wilder. Kale, you're not safe here, little wolf. Little wolf? Kale explained. She wasn't fully human. She was something more. A latent bloodline, hidden for generations, awakening now because of her 18th birthday and the blood moon. Kale, you are the key to everything, Arya, and others will come for you. She didn't trust him, but somehow, deep in her bones, she knew he wasn't lying. Chapter 4. Training and Temptation. In the days that followed, Kyle taught Arya about her powers, how to tap into her strength, her senses, her instincts. Their connection grew, thick and tangible. Tension crackled between them with every glance, every accidental touch, but Arya refused to be claimed like some possession. Arya, I belong to no one. Kale only smiled, dark and wicked. Kale, we'll see. Chapter 5. The Rival Alpha. Just when Arya started to feel safe with Kale, Darius arrived. Darius, a rival alpha, cruel and charismatic, with eyes like molten gold, offered her power, freedom from the bond. Darius, Kale will cage you. I will set you free. But Arya sensed the lie hidden behind his smooth words. Still, a seed of doubt took root. Chapter 6. Secrets and Lies. One night, unable to sleep, Arya followed Kale deep into the woods. She found him speaking with Darius. Their conversation was clear. Kale had been sent to capture her. Heartbroken, betrayed, Arya fled into the woods. Rain pounded down. Lightning split the sky. In her rage and heartbreak, her dormant powers exploded, ripping open the earth itself, awakening something ancient and deadly. Chapter 7. The Awakening. Kale found her, wounded and terrified. He begged her to listen, told her the whole truth. Kale, yes, I was sent to bring you to Darius, but I couldn't do it, because somewhere along the way, I fell in love with you. Arya didn't know whether to believe him, until Darius attacked, revealing his true nature. Darius didn't want her love, he wanted her blood. He wanted to use her to break the curse binding all alphas, a curse that kept their beasts in check. Without it, they would become unstoppable and monstrous. Chapter 8. Battle for the Heart. The final battle came under a shattered sky. Kyle and Arya fought side by side, their powers merging, a whirlwind of magic and fury. Darius was strong, But they were stronger. Together they defeated him, binding his spirit to the ancient woods, but victory came at a terrible price. Kyle was mortally wounded, the curse within him finally claiming its toll. Kyle, you were never meant to be part of this war. Arya, sobbing, made a desperate choice. She called upon the old spirits and bound her life to Kale's. A soul bond, unbreakable, eternal. Chapter 9. A New Beginning. Kyle lived, but neither of them would ever be the same. Arya was no longer just a girl from a forgotten village. She was a queen of wolves, heir to a forgotten throne, with Kale as her mate, her equal. Their future was uncertain. Dark forces still stirred beyond the mountains. But for now, they had each other, and they were ready for whatever came next. Kale, my heart, my queen, my mate. But in the shadows beyond the forest, something else was waking, and it was hungry.